Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make underwater Donkey Kong type of loops. Basically kind of like underwater video game kind of music like Mario. The inspiration for this loop came from like Donkey Kong Country, the underwater theme. That soundtrack goes crazy. It's kind of just like underwater like vibe. And you know, before we get started, as always, go follow me on social media, tap in with me, but let's get it. So I'm just going to preview a little section so you guys get the vibe. So yeah, that's basically the vibe of the loop. It's just kind of like vintage, like underwater, you know, you're floating around. And I feel like these kind of melodies are getting popular just because, like, you know, obviously Pierre and Cardi started that kind of like vintage video game sound, but also like right now Jetson is doing that. So I bet there's definitely a lot of people out there, you know, wondering how to make these kind of melodies. You know, I got y'all. All right, so this is the first pattern that I started with. It looks hella complicated, but trust me, it's very simple. You know, it's only 2 chords and that's the basis of the whole melody. You know, I didn't do anything too crazy. The pattern looks like some Mozart kind of stuff, but it's pretty simple. So I just played F minor 7 and then a D minor 7, but this is what it sounds like. And then I put effects on it, way more choppy, you know. And if you guys actually want a tutorial on how to make like top melodies like this on top of chords, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments. But yeah, basically that's the main pattern. And then after that, I actually added this pad over it. And then I'm just kind of playing some texture notes. And you know, don't be afraid to make notes kind of sound dissonant. Like over here, I'm playing like a major second interval, which sounds like this. Normally people would think that clashes and stuff, but it adds a really cool texture. So definitely experiment with your notes. You know, making the patterns unorthodox is definitely fire. All right, so that's the first section of it. And as you can see, my arrangement, I like to have like multiple sections for the melody. So when I actually send it out, there's different sections for the producer to work with. Next, I basically kept the same pattern, but I added this other pad. And this is more of like a traditional kind of pad because it's playing the chords. As you can see, I made the 2 chords way more interesting, and the voicings are really different. You know, you don't want to use the root position voicing every time. So then next, on top of that pad, I added this lead. That's a cool texture that kind of fills in that upper space, you know, that upper frequency space. So then next, as you can see, this automation is basically putting everything in a low pass, putting the main pattern in a low pass. So this is what that sounds like, you know, compared to this. It's just cutting out all the high frequencies. I do that in pretty much all my beats. You know, these 3 sounds together just go crazy. Like this lead is actually insane. Like this is definitely the defining instrument in this melody, because it's just like so, like, I don't know, it feels so vintage to me. It's like a Game Boy type of sound. I think it's like the fact that it's kind of like detuned and sliding everywhere that kind of makes it sound super vintage and like super wavy, incredibly wavy. Just that pattern alone just makes me like kind of like drown and shit, you know? So next, it's basically just a matter of arrangement. I brought the lead back in along with the pad and then still in the low pass. Definitely some like drip or drown type shit, you know. I need to send this to Tsunami 5X. He'll go crazy with. If you know who Tsunami 5X is, comment below, but like only the real or hip one, who that producer is. In the next section, I added this kalimba, which is basically like from the mallet instrument, and I've actually started using a lot of mallets in my beats recently. So if you want to know how to make wavy ass beats with mallets, go check out this video that I dropped. I'll link it right now, you know, tap in. But yeah, this is the pattern. I basically copied the main pattern into here. So yeah, I just basically layer that with the main pattern and the pad, just like incredibly wavy, you know. I just feel like mallets are such a good like addition, because it's like super, I don't know, something about mallets is kind of like tropical, so it really goes well with any underwater type of melody that you make. And then, you know, I just brought the lead back in over here and just kind of arranged it in a similar fashion. I brought the second lead over here. I don't color my patterns usually, but I just thought it would look hella wavy if I just made it like kind of like a gradient like that. It looks tough, you know what I'm saying? I'll play you guys the final loop in a sec, but if you guys thought this video was helpful, you know, as always, give it a like, comment below what you thought of it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.